Watcha! And a Merry Christmas to all of you. Or as they say in Scotland, it's not my round. Anyways, Davey here. Your friendly Londoner who's here to give you a few festive elf and safety tips before I unleash that Scottish wild animal on you. You know, the Scottish beast that everyone in the prepping world is now talking about. Yep, you've guessed it, Dougie McPrep. So here's a couple of elfin safety tips before we crack on with today's show. This show's got more bad language and sexual innuendos than Beryl and Tracy's hot dog stall. If you've children within earshot, send them away to play on a helter-skelter or get them to go tickle the scrotum off next door's dog. If you hear something on this week's show and take offence, tough, go tune in to a Val Doonican podcast. Remember, Dougie McPrep is a law unto himself. He is the prepping world's equivalent of Judge Dredd. He doesn't break the law. He is the law. So, if you're the sort of type who once sat at the front of the class at school, and be honest with yourself, yous was probably bottle-fed as an infant, then this show's probably not for you. This week's supply of condoms is sponsored by Arnold's Aphrodisiacs, the only legal aphrodisiac that can be administered to an armadillo. So, without further ado, let's deck the shed with tinsel and holly, put another log on the virtual fire, pour yourselves a glass of something cheeky, and kick back and enjoy this very special Christmas edition of PPFM. And let's just hope we don't get any more water seeping into the shed's electrical communications system. Okay? Santa's little helpers, let's run that theme tune.
Welcome to Proper Prepper FM, broadcasting live from the middle of nowhere with nothing but a whiskey, a dodgy microphone, and far too much free time. This is the show where sarcasm is currency, duct tape is gold, and your host is, well, Dougie. So get comfy and lower your expectations, because here comes another half hour of whatever this is supposed to be.
Thanks, Davey, my lad. Welcome from me, Dougie McPrep, and to my new co-host, Davey. Yes, you heard me right. My new co-host, Davey Jones. And a huge welcome to all our listeners to this most festive Christmas edition of PPFM. In this most special Christmas edition, we are going to be giving away some real-time PPFM survival food items to some of our lucky listeners. Also, on this week's show, we will be chatting to my special Christmas guests, including our very own weather girl Felicity about everything that's good about Christmas. That's right, I said good. Not the over-commercialized build-up that starts in October and ends about 3 p.m. on Christmas afternoon. Not the cynical commercialism and brainwashing that's intent on destroying British traditional family values and the peaceful Christian message, nor the ruddy razzmatazz that at times makes you wish you'd emigrated barefoot to an Afghan hill fort, or perhaps obtained a one-way ticket to the planet Zog. Och no, nor the blasted TV adverts and Boxing Day shopping sales that make you question what life is about, and if it's really worth going back to work in the factory on the 5th of January.
That's right, Dougie. I'm looking forward to the coming year, seeing you've given me a leg up on the show.
No problem, just don't cock it up or you'll be back in your corner. Now, on today's festive show, we will be discussing everything joyful. Apart from discussing what we all hope to find in our Christmas stocking this year, we are all going to be delving into the real meaning of Christmas and why Christmas Day brings so much joy to the gang here at PPFM. Later in the show, we'll be delving into the Christmas mailbag and finding out why Christmas means so much to our valued listeners and subscribers and to billions of others around the world. Oh, if by now you are already offended, then clearly you haven't been paying much attention.
Have you bought me anything this year?
Don't be daft. Now then, where was I? Oh yes, the spirit of Christmas. In today's special festive show, I've got my neighbors Malcolm, Larry, and Harry calling by. Felicity Fellatio is here to present her weekly weather report, and with any luck, one or two surprise guests may be popping by. We got some snacks and grub to munch on, some alco-frolic drinks, and enough festive warm-heartedness to melt the over-discussed polar ice caps.
And Dougie, you may have noticed that I've brought the mistletoe. There's a bunch above the door, and a large bunch above your desk. Dougie, darling.
You're ever so thoughtful, Felicity.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to all our subscribers.
Felicity, you're truly wonderful, but perhaps slow down on that vodka. By the way, Felicity, what's that awful smell?
It's nail varnish remover, darling.
Oh, really? Do you have to?
I've got to get my toenails painted before we all go out later to the pub.
It's a really good job that this is live radio and not live television. Felicity, I can see right up your... Oh, that must be my neighbors. Malcolm, Larry, and Harry, the Three Stooges. Come in quickly, we are on the air, don't dilly-dally. Come in and make yourself at home, and for the love of everything Jockanese, close that frickin' door behind you. I wasn't born in a barn. Now, before we chat with these three musketeers and delve into our Christmas emails, let's hear from our real-life main sponsor, the Bug Out Shop, in the heart of Wales.
When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? At the Bug Out Shop, we've got everything you need to prepare for emergencies, adventures, and the unknown. From survival gear and water purification to bug out bags and tools, trusted kit for real preparedness. Don't wait for the crisis to come to you. Get to thebugout.co.uk today and get prepared. Your survival starts here, and you can use promo code PPFM01 for a 10% discount on your next purchase.
Welcome back, and a huge thank you to Lee from the Bug Out Shop in the heart of Wales for kindly sponsoring PPFM. And for those of you who haven't already done so, check out Lee's fantastic website to see what else he's been up to, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, you lovely folks, I have a special message to all of our listeners out there. Let me tell you that on this week's live show, PPFM is offering some fantastic real-life giveaways. That's right, not virtual, but real-life giveaways to our real-life subscribers of PPFM.
That's right, Dougie. For every listener who phones in and leaves an answer phone message, provided it's clean, of course, we at PPFM will broadcast your answer phone message live on PPFM. Moreover, for every listener who leaves an answer phone message that we chose to play out on air, and provided it's proper prepper related and makes some bloody sense, we've got a freeze-dried food item that'll be winging its way over to you. So, if you want one of our freeze-dried survival food packs with a shelf life of, well, eons, then what you waiting for? Leave us an answer phone message and don't forget to leave us your name and your contact telephone number. We'd love to hear from you. Hey Dougie, are you ready for me to play our listeners' answer phone messages?
Crack on me, laddie. Let's not leave our listeners in suspenders.
Right you are. Here goes.
Hello, Dougie. This is Baz the Great. Love the show. Can you answer me the following question? How many more episodes have you got left to do? Not many, I hope.
Hello, Dougie. This is Millie Minx. My weekends have not been quite the same since PPFM began broadcasting live on air. PPFM really puts a smile on my face and has put a spring in my step. I've learnt so much about prepping and survival since I've subscribed to your show.
Hello Felicity, this is Ace. Will you marry me and come and live off-grid with me in my treehouse?
Ah, 3 happy listeners?
We'll be in touch with yous 3 after the show and wing some freeze-dried goodies your way.
If you got anything to say about prepping and you'd like it to be part of next week's show, then drop us a wee line at ppfmbroadcast@gmail.com, all lowercase if you're a techno dinosaur or your name's Matt the Northern Monkey, or leave an answer phone message, remembering to leave your name and where you come from on 074 974 71454. And if you'd also like one of PPFM's very own freeze-dried survival food items, then don't forget to leave an answer phone message. I'll give you that phone number again. It's 074 974 71454. Leave us a message. We'd love for you to be on the show.
Hey Dougie, I thought that worked well. I say, me gran would like one of them freeze-dried survival items.
Davey, tell your tight-arsed gran to either leave us a sensible answer phone message, otherwise tell her to pop down to Iceland.
I'd like a PPFM freeze-dried food item. I think I might phone in next week and leave a message. Put on a sexy voice.
Interesting.
Now, without further ado, it's time for this week's national weather forecast with our delightful Felicity Falascio.
Thanks, Dougie, and a warm welcome to all our subscribers, live from PPFM HQ. For the next few days and over the Christmas period, heavy snowfall is expected over the high ground of northern England and for the central highlands of Scotland. Southern England and most parts of Wales have yellow weather warnings for high winds and severe flooding. For southern England, unless you are living high up on Exmoor or Dartmoor, the forecast is wet and unseasonably warm for the time of year. So, for most of us, if you plan to be out and about on the roads, this Christmas, then make sure that your vehicle is roadworthy, that you've got snow chains and a snow shovel in the boot of your car. And of course, don't forget to take a spare blanket or two and to dress accordingly. If you're venturing out on a long journey, perhaps consider taking a flask of hot tea or coffee, some emergency food or snacks, and make sure you've planned your journey in advance, informing someone of your intended route and approximately when you intend to arrive. If it makes you feel better, then take your mobile phone with you and a spare phone charger. Above all, be sensible when venturing out, but for heaven's sake, don't let this or any other alarmist weather forecast put you off from living your life to full.
Thanks, Felicity. As always, wise words. Now, over to you, Davey.
Oh my god!
Bleeding hell.
For the love of haggis and tatties, what the FNL was that? Davey, what the bloody hell are you playing at?
Looks like something's blown. All of PPFM's electrics have gone up in smoke.
You damn fool. Have you spilt that can of lager?
Nah, Dougie. Nah, we've had water ingress.
What?
We've lost all power. We've lost our main comms and it appears as though that PPFM has stopped transmitting.
You hairy-arsed buffoon. Here, let me light this candle.
Core blimey, Dougie. That's a big one.
Not now, Felicity.
I'm sorry, boss. The main transmitting power's down. Don't know what's caused it. All our PPFM radio equipment appears to have blown. And I mean, burnt out. Proper like.
I smell something fishy.
As I say.
Well, that's blown it. Literally. All that hard work and preparation for today's special Christmas show, and we're off air before you can say Jack Robinson or bollocks to Blair.
And we never got round to putting a big shout out to our other good friends Darren, the Funky Prepper, and Lee from the Bug Out.
I really like Funky Prepper.
And we never got around to doing our prepping kit review with Liam, the Mank from Moss side.
Yep.
Where is the flippin' scoundrel anyway?
I was just about to tell you. That woman from down the road, what's her face? Tracy, told me that Liam got arrested on his way across here. The police pulled him over, did him for his 2 front tires and asked to look inside the back of his car. They've took him down the police station. No one's heard a squeak from him since.
You've got to watch the old Bill these days. They're working for a different employer.
Well, there's no point moping and feeling sorry for ourselves. If the PPFM broadcasting transmitter's blown and PPFM is now off air, then we'd all better find a way of making the best of it. As I see it, we'd all best have a quick tidy up in here. Then have a couple of beers, a few nibbles, and get our sorry arses down the Rose and Crown.
Not just yet, Dougie darling. My nail varnish is not quite dry.
Anyway, moving on and seeing as though we are no longer broadcasting live on air, you 3 musketeers. What are you doing here so early? I hope you've not come empty-handed. If I remember right, your last year's offerings made an Ethiopian famine look like a banquet. So, what's that you've brought, Larry?
This is George the Butcher's very own homemade game pie.
Struth, Larry, you've done yourself proud there. That's a proper prepper game pie.
Yes, and 'cause George the Butcher is now a subscriber of PPFM, he's kindly put some extra jelly in.
Well done to you and to George the Butcher. And Harry, what's that you got hiding in that large carrier bag? Heavens above, are you expecting to feed the 5,000?
Cheese and onion sandwiches, some on brown bread, mostly on white tiger bread, extra mature English cheddar cheese, and I've sliced a red onion to go inside each sandwich. to add plenty of mouth-watering crunch and flavour.
Happy Harry as always. Cheer up, it's Christmas, and that's good. But I hope you've all brought a bottle.
Yeah, of course, Dougie.
Good. It may be Christmas, but I'm not a bloody charity.
I've brought a bottle.
Malcolm, if you're wanting a mention in dispatches, then go kiss someone else's arse.
It's a bottle of Warnings Advocate, my personal favourite.
Lord help us, I might have guessed it. I'm getting flashbacks to last New Year's Eve at your place. Not sure if it was your wife's curry that upset me or the snowball you made just after midnight.
I brought a couple of bottles of vodka.
I got my wee eye on you, lassie.
I'm not drinking tonight, 'cause me body's a temple.
Remember, Davy, I've seen you naked. And I know that your distorted body has less to do with being a temple to be worshipped, more a resemblance to the Temple of Doom. Now, do yourself a favour and pour yourself a stiff one before I set Malcolm on you.
All right, Dougie, keep your hair on.
And speaking of hair, Davy, you're still looking ridiculous after shaving all of your hair off on Halloween.
That's why I try to keeps me woolly hat on, don't I?
Now that we've had a bit of a tidy up in here, and seeing as though we are off air, and Felicity's finally finished painting her toenails, let's all charge our glasses, 'cause I'd like to propose a toast to... What the blazes? What is that, a racket? Davy, me lad, nip outside and find out what the hell's going on.
Frackin' hell.
What the bleeding hell's going on out there?
Gordon Bennett.
Shikes. Is that a dog you got there? Just look at the state of it.
Yeah. The dog's name is Jack. Jack the Patterdale Terrier, one off those that belongs to Terry the Terrier Man. The commotion outside was Jack, humping the arse end off a large poodle. You knows, that puffy poodle that belongs to Posh Sandra. Pronounced Sandra. You know, Posh Sandra, who owns the local hair salon. That poor bitch.
Now, Davy, Sandra may be posh, but she's not a...
Nah, I didn't mean Sandra. I meant a bitch poodle. I don't know how long Jack the Patterdale Terrier has been humping away at it, but the poor poodle has gone all into a swoon and can hardly walk straight. Sandra's not too clever herself, either. Ethel, from next door but one, threw a bucket of cold water over the two dogs, but unfortunately her arthritis is playing her up, and she missed and hit Sandra. The water went on the dogs all right, but Ethel let go of the metal bucket and it hit Sandra right on the old bonce. Ethel's given them both, that is. The poodle and Sandra, a couple of sedatives, although she's not too sure if it'll help Sandra's headache. But she's confident that it should keep the poodle free from worms for a month or so.
But surely, you're not bringing that stinking dog in here. The thing's eyes are all aglaze and it's waving its lipstick about.
Nah, it's all right, Dougie. I've got a length of rope and I'll tie it to the table leg until Terry, the terrier man, gets here to take him home.
Please do it quickly.
I'm not so sure I like the way that dog is staring at me. I'm sure I've just seen it lick its lips.
Davy, before that terrier gets any fresh ideas, tie the randy little thing up here, and whilst you're at it, and while Felicity composes herself, go and phone Tracy from down the road and see if she's heard from Liam the Mank.
I better not phone her anymore today. She might start getting ideas. You know old Tracy. She's as frisky as Taffy's sow.
Bloody hell, Davy, what you so uptight about?
It's just that she can get a bit, carried away. Like...
Davy, I don't know what you've been up to, but I suggest you grow a set. Now, to the rest of you nice people here inside a rather smoky and smelly PPFM shed, salubrious salutations to my neighbours, Malcolm, Larry and Harry, and of course to Davy. My body's a temple, and yet I'm on my second drink already. And of course, let us not forget the delectable Felicity.
Oh, Dougie, you're such a charmer.
Now then, Davy, me lad, did you get through to Tracy?
Nah, she was engaged.
Anyway, have you seen next week's episode's running script?
Yeah, Jack's got it between his teeth.
Why in the blazers didn't you tell me?
'Cause I was on the bleeding phone trying to get hold of...
For the love of God, who can that be?
Oi, oi, Terry.
Good day to you, gents. Hello, gorgeous.
Terry, what are you doing here?
I've come to collect the dog. A little dicky bird told me that Jack me Terrier's been sowing his wild oats again. Anyways, I heard PPFM live on the radio and thought that you all sounded a bit, well, down in the mouth. Then it all went a bit quiet, so I thought I'd pop around and help liven things up a bit. Brought me home brew.
Oh, wicked pass it here, my old cocker.
What on earth do you mean by down in the mouth?
Come in, Terry. Pull up a pew. Shikes. Your home brew is legendary. Come to think of it, can you remember Jimmy and Kath's wedding when me and you got blind drunk on your home brew?
Remember? That was one hell of a session. I spent the night in the ruddy nick, although I got away with a reprimand.
Serves you right for dancing naked in the hotel reception's indoor fountain.
You were hardly an angel.
No, but the bridesmaids didn't complain.
What was that, Dougie?
Yeah, Dougie. My homebrew's bloody good stuff. In fact, it gets better with age. I used some of it last Easter to clean the moss off my patio slabs. Worked a real treat.
Heavens above! Well, now then, stop your ruddy prattling. Pull up a sandbag and pour me and the lads a wee stiff one.
Aye, Captain. All right, gorgeous. Fancy a...
For goodness sake, don't give Felicity a taste of your home brew unless you want the bathroom redecorated before midnight. She's on the vodka, that's bad enough.
I'm feeling a little tipsy.
What's that noise outside?
It's nothing, boss. Probably them pesky cats.
I can't stand cats. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes, I wanted for all of us to charge our glasses and for me to propose a toast to all of us here at PPFM. To all of our subscribers, to our main sponsor Lee from the Bug Out Shop in the heart of Wales, to our other good friend Darren the Funky Prepper, to Posh Sarndra from the hair salon, and to all the other sad folks celebrating our very first Christmas at PPFM. Good health, slange.
Now I'll drink to that.
Hear, hear. And I thinks you are all bloomin' wonderful. Hick, pardon me.
Felicity, I couldn't help noticing that you are painting your toenails. I must say, you have the cutest tootsies.
Ha ha, tootsies. I've not heard that said since my freshers week. Ha ha.
Is tootsies another word for tits?
Not quite, laddie. Well, for some maybe.
I wish we'd both become acquainted on your freshers week. I say lads. You must admit, Felicity has got the loveliest pair of...
Larry, are you going to give us a piece of that magnificent game pie, or am I going to have to wrestle it from you?
Ah, me lads and lassies! Do not fear, Larry's here. Ladies first. Felicity, fancy a...
Now, Larry, I'm warning you.
What's you a drinking, Larry? Meths?
Just a slither for me, please.
Well done, Larry. Generous pieces for the lads. Don't be shy, Larry. Your mother wasn't. Hey, Malcolm, let's try a bit of Abdul's chutney.
I resent that remark. It's not Abdul's, it's mine.
Now, Malcolm, remember, a caring is sharing.
Has someone forgot me over here?
Little Jack Orner sat in a corner.
Yeah, what's up with you tonight, Harry? You're a bit quiet, like.
I'm not very good with Christmas. Makes me feel all uptight, like...
If this is another of your I met Jimmy Savile under the Christmas tree stories, if so, then I don't really think that this is the time nor the place.
Yeah, come on, Harry. Liven up, you miserable old sod.
I think that Harry's got a right to be miserable. Take me, for example. Just look at the ruddy year I've had.
No, Malcolm. Just look at the life you've had. In fact, your poor mother started grieving the moment the midwife slapped your sorry arse.
I could be offended.
I have no doubt that you are offended every time you look in the mirror in the morning. I say, these cheese and onion sandwiches are delicious, although the raw onion is strong enough to blow a nun's habit inside out.
I once knew a nun who had a filthy habit.
What was that then?
What do you get if you cross Elton John with a camp turkey?
Dunno.
A lot of unusual stuffing. Hey everyone, I'm writing me own Christmas cracker jokes.
If I were you, I'd stick to dot and colouring in.
Hey, Davy boy, pass me one of them pickled eggs.
Them there pickled eggs are rationed, you know. Once they're gone, they're gone.
Old English proverbs say, The early riser loosens off the first turd.
Lads, can I please remind you that we are in the presence of a lady, not just any lady, but an intelligent lady who may not be happy to listen to your bad language and crude remarks.
Oh, piss off, Dougie, and pass me another sandwich.
The correct saying is, the early bird catches the worm.
That's what Abdul told me. From where I'm sitting, the harder you try, the more you squirm.
How is that wife of yours, Malcolm? I heard that she ditched Abdul from the abattoir and has come back home to you. Tail between her legs.
Davy, me lad, you do have a way with words.
My wife's return after being, unfaithful is a rather, a sore subject.
I bet it is. I have to say, these Pringle Extra Hot Crisps have made me have acid reflux.
You kinky sod!
What's that you are drinking, Larry?
Well, if you must all know, I had a couple of sherbets before I left home. I then mixed my own lively little number. Not as lively as that little minx painting her toenails over there. However, I've brought it with me, my special concoction, a 50-50 mix of port and brandy. Does wonders for the circulation and, of course, the old stomach.
Is that why you're clinging onto the bottle and not sharing it with anyone else? Yes, you bleedin' tight-arsed git. Hand that bottle over or I'll unleash Malcolm's sense of humour upon you.
I resent that remark.
Yeah, so do I? Not. Dougie, pass that bottle over to me when you've done.
Now, I'd like everyone to top up their glasses with Larry's special mix.
I say, old chaps, steady on.
And that even includes you, me wee lovely lassie.
Oh, thanks awfully.
Now, I want you all to think for a moment, or two, and reflect upon the true meaning, oh Christmas. What does Christmas mean to you?
It reminds me of growing up in the 1970s and me sister licking the Christmas paper chain decorations so that they would glue together. She enjoyed the taste so much that she almost made a meal out of them. Greedy little cow. Naturally, she was sick and threw her guts up.
Nice.
My earliest Christmas memories were of my mother sending me out onto the streets to sell hot roasted chestnuts. I'd not be allowed back inside the house until I'd sold every last one. Woe betide my roasted chestnuts if I failed to bring home the money.
Just remind me, Malcolm, when did you say you were born? 1961 or 1861?
My mother was a tough old bird, but my father was soft at heart.
Soft in the bleeding head. More like.
Go on, Terry. What does Christmas mean to you?
I had a lovely childhood. I was brought up by my grandparents. Spoilt me rotten. Although I'd never dared badmouth either of them cause me. Granddad once pointed at a leather strap above the mantelpiece, which was enough to make my eyes water, I can tell you. Christmas Eve. I'd lay awake, listening and looking out for Rudolph's sleigh bells, but before I knew it, I was fast asleep. The next thing I knew, it was Christmas Day morning and Santa had been and gone. How magical it was for me to discover the most wondrous sight, a pillowcase. Yes, a pillowcase stuffed with beautifully wrapped presents. It was absolutely magical, almost like a dream. And what topped it all, Santa and his reindeer had been in the night and munched away at the minced pie and the carrot that me granddad had left in a saucer outside my bedroom door. Then I'd grab my stuffed pillowcase before running into my grandparents' bedroom. I was allowed to jump up and down and to bounce upon Grandma's bed, although Grandpa frowned on me going anywhere near his bed. I remember the smell of Grandma's Christmas cooking and fresh pine needles on the tree, together with my grandpa's early morning pipe after he scoffed his fresh kippers. These smells filled their little cottage with aromatic sensations. My grandparents did their very best to make my Christmas a very special day.
That's so lovely. Sorry, lads, I'm feeling a little bit tipsy.
Davy, me lad, what do you remember from your childhood Christmas?
Well, it wasn't easy. I was brought up in a Bernardo children's home, but when I was about knee-high, Some kind couple adopted me for a few years. Well, until I got arrested and thrown into Borstal, Young Offenders Institute like. Yeah, but before all that, though, this lovely couple decided to foster me. Treated me as one of their own like. At Christmas, they gave me everything that I'd ever dreamt of. One Christmas, they gave me a push bike with extra thick off-road tyres. Another year, a skateboard that came with elbow and knee pads. The following year, they surprised me with a little puppy.
Are you okay, lovey?
It's okay. See, not long after my foster parents gave me this little puppy, my foster mum passed away. Not long after that, my foster dad went for a walk in the woods and never came back. I had to give up my little dog as I'd got no one to look after me. I went back to Bernardo's for a while, but they weren't that friendly. So I went on the run, got mixed up with a bad crowd, got in trouble with the law, and ended up inside. Life for me has been a bit of a roller coaster until I met Dougie, like. He's put me on the straight and narrow and given me hope for the future.
Come here and let me give you a big hug.
You lucky sod.
Give me strength. Terry, pass me that homebrew of yours. I quite like the looks of that apple schnapps.
I've had that one fermenting for 2 years. That one will put hair on your toenails.
Slarge.
Slarge.
They say that Christmas is a joyful time of year.
Yeah? Well, go on then, Malcolm. Prove a point and climb up on the table and give us a reel.
That's a point. When I first met you, Dougie, it was Christmas time, and you were playing the bagpipes on the streets of Edinburgh. Princess Street, to be precise.
Yeah, and to be precise, when I first met you in Edinburgh on Princess Street, you Davy tried stealing the coins from my collection tin, but I soon caught up with you in the grass market and gave you a bloody good hiding.
Oh yeah, how else could I forget? I was rather taken aback at the time as how you could run so fast whilst playing the bagpipes.
That wasn't the bagpipes that you could hear. That was me breathing out of my sodden arse. Back then, I used to smoke 40 Benson and Hedges a day.
Good memories. Yeah? And me and you have been best mates ever since.
I appreciate the Christmas Eve sentiments, Davy, and that I've made you co-host, but please, let's not get carried away.
Right.
Anyway, me little band of unwilling hostages. What's Santa Claus gonna put in your Christmas stocking this year?
How the bleedin' hell do I know? Do I look like one of Father Christmas's little helpers?
Anything in stockings will do me.
Is that so, Larry? In that case, I'll get old Ethel to pop around to see you later.
Bloody hell. Do you mind I'm eating?
I'd like to find love and romance at the bottom of my stockings.
Felicity. Perhaps you'd care to take down my mobile number.
Larry, eat your food.
I'm hoping for a bug-out bag, a new field knife and a crossbow. All from the bug-out store.
You greedy bar. Stad.
How on earth are you going to fit all that into a stocking?
He thinks he's a magician.
Ah, yeah. I nearly forgot. I also need to ask Father Christmas to bring me a magic wand and a wizard's hat.
I'd be happy with a bottle of something nice and a new briar pipe and some slow-burning quality tobacco.
Now that's more like it. Davy, take a leaf out of Harry's book.
But I don't read books.
Give me strength. Well, I'm alright, as I already know what I'm getting.
How's that then?
'Cause I bleedin' bought it myself.
I say, sweetheart, what types of things do you like reading? Felicity Love? Hello Magazine, perhaps?
I've just finished reading Fyodor Dostoevsky's Notes from the Underground.
Huh?
I found it rather stimulating. Someone recently bought me Songlines by Bruce Chatwin, and I've just started reading Ivan Turgenev's A Sportsman's Notebook. Another good bedtime read.
Terry, pass me one of them pickled eggs.
Douglas, have you bought me anything for Christmas?
I say, what you got planned for Christmas, Malcolm?
Christmas has been cancelled for me this year. Since the missus cheated on me with Abdul, all the festive joy and happiness has been sucked right out me.
Terry, pour that miserable wretch a good measure of your home brew, and make sure that he ruddy well necks it.
Will do.
What's up, Terry?
Me dog can sense something outside. He's getting quite wound up. You've either got a fox sniffing at the door, or there's something more sinister out there. Jack, me lad, get darn.
Ah, Terry, it's probably them pesky cats. Felicity here is always feeding the miserable skanky things. I keep telling her to give it a rest. I can't abide cats.
But Dougie, when we first met, you told me that you loved pussy.
Eh?
For the love of...
I once knew a woman who loved pussy.
Can I please remind everyone that...
Yeah, she absolutely loved pussy. The older the better. She was a spinster, had never married, lived on her own, and for some unknown reason gave up one of her downstairs rooms entirely to house stray pussies.
This is becoming unbearable.
And every Christmas, this old girl would walk the streets looking for waifs and strays and then bring them home and make them part of her pussy family.
Cats! Malcolm! Cats!
I have very fond bedtime memories as a teenage boy of laying awake at night, tossing and turning, and hearing this neighbor of mine below my bedroom window shouting, "Pussy, pussy, pussy! Has anyone seen my pussy?"
For the love of God.
Did this neighbour of yours ever provide you with any, special favours?
Right. I'm warning the lot of yows. No more below-the-belt innuendos. Some of you need some food to soak up the alcohol. Davy, take that effing straw out of your can of lager. Right, Harry, pass around the sandwiches, and Larry, either take a cold shower or have another mouthful of that game pie. I've got some more pickled onions stashed somewhere.
You got jellied eels?
This is Scotland, not bleeding Bethnal Green.
Nah. Nowadays, Bethnal Green's more curry houses and halal butchers.
Davy, I'm not eating curried eels, especially if the blasted eels are halal.
Please, would you pass me some of your saucy crisps?
Yes, of course, Felicity. I've got salt and vinegar or Pringles extra hot.
Oh, Dougie, you sometimes make me feel so extra hot. Oops, pardon me.
For the love of Mary and Joseph, will someone get some fresh air in here? Perhaps open that door ajar?
What the...
What's wrong, Terry?
It appears as though the door won't open. Come to think of it, nor the window.
Get real, man.
Let me give you a hand, Terry. Well, strike a light. It appears as though both the door and window are completely locked. It appears as though something or someone has blocked the sodding door and window from outside.
Don't be blinking daft. Here, let me put my shoulder to it. Hoorah, what the low-life little furs, the cuntin little devils, damn and blast the little sheets.
What appears to be the matter, Dougie darling? Oh, sorry, excuse me.
The matter? Some little shades have barricaded us inside this shed, and there appears to be no way out. For the love of the Almighty, we are trapped, I tell ye, trapped, nay doomed.
Sounds like the story of my life.
I'm not sure why, but this could prove interesting.
Golly gosh, how tremendously exciting. Do you think that this could be the work of foul play?
Foul play! Well, Miss Scarlett, the night is yet young.
Oh, I cannot believe it. A box of matches and a gallon of petrol, with us locked inside here, and we'd all be sooner singing louder than Michael Jackson with his hair on fire.
You mean to say that the doors open outwards?
Yeah. When I had the extra strong security doors and window fitted, I had them to open outwards so as to make for more room inside. Even the hinges and brackets are specially fitted so that the doors can't be removed. Would take heavy-duty welding equipment to get us out of here. This ain't no ordinary shed.
I think I'm scared and need a cuddle.
Now things are really warming up.
Nah, don't be scared. Me and me sister's goldfish have hatched a plan.
I swear, Davy, I'm gonna get you sectioned. What in the blazes are you going on about?
I'm an animal lover, aren't I? And I'm looking after my sister's 3 goldfish while she goes on holiday with her fella to Tenerife. Lucky sod's Christmas in the sun.
Do my eyes deceive me, or have you brought them with you in a goldfish bowl?
I promised me Skin and Blister that I'd look after the 3 of them like. They get awfully lonely. Sometimes they get sick and tired of staring at the same 4 walls, so I takes them out for a walk, like You know, to give them a change of scenery, like... Do you know what I mean?
Haha,
Davy, you never cease to amaze me.
here, Davy, me old fruit. Have some more of my home brew.
And someone pass him the pickled eggs. Might make him feel more at home.
Do you remember back in the day when folk used to enjoy packing out their local pubs at Christmas? And towards a certain time of night, when folk began to get the munchies, some of them would buy a packet of salt and vinegar crisps and a pickled egg and pop the pickled egg inside the bag of crisps. Give it a right old shake up, then tuck into the mashed up pickled egg and crisps.
Aye, yes.
Yeah. I remember back in the 80s when a bloke would walk around the pubs on a Friday and Saturday night, carrying a basket strapped around his shoulders and neck, and he would be crying out, "Fresh fish! Cockles and mussels! Cockles and mussels!" Core blimey. Them were the days before them not so smart mobile phones. We used to wink at the lassies before shouting across a crowded pub to the fish man, "Any crabs on your cock?" Core blimey, how us lads and lassies used to laugh.
Now you come to mention it, me and the lads used to shout the same.
I remember too. I could never get to sell all of my cockles and mussels. Saturday evenings and Sunday mornings were such lonely affairs.
I can just about believe it.
Hey boss, can I remind you that we are all locked inside your shed?
Cripes! Oh, yes, I'd almost forgot. Oh, what the hell? Terry, pass Malcolm some more of your home brew. I think it's time for me to open my bottle of Ardbeg. In my humble opinion, Scotland's finest malt whiskey.
I was wondering when you were going to get around to opening that bottle.
What? Do my ears deceive me? What? Locked inside this shed for the day and night on Christmas Eve? What? With all these spiders?
Now, lassie, that's no way to talk about Malcolm, Larry and Harry.
Now then, let us not forget, we three came bearing gifts.
Yeah, I brought enough sandwiches to feed the bleeding 5,000.
And I brought a bottle of Warnings Advocate that my dearly departed mother once gave me.
And don't forget I brought the huge game pie from George, the well-intentioned but seriously overpriced butcher.
Mum, sorry, bit of a gut twinge again. Best not be that bloody pork pie, and this debacle is almost enough to make a grown man cry. Seriously, all we need now to add to this sodden equation is the ruddy star of Bethlehem.
Don't you mean the Star of Bethnal Green?
No, Davy. We drank in there once, remember? The barmaids were ugly and the real ale was off.
I brought holy water.
Lord preserve us. Yes, Terry, your home brew is so devilishly potent, even from a distance, its fumes could set the Vatican alight.
Hick, sorry again. Pardon me, boys? Think I'm getting a little bit tipsy.
I'm C of E.
Don't worry yourself, me old mucker. There's enough flammable liquid to go around.
Hick, oh, give me. Hick strength.
Now, being the in-house technical expert, can I just quickly mention that over the next few weeks here at PPFM, we've got some rather special live guest interviews. We will be giving some freeze-dried survival food items as a giveaway. And if Liam the Mank gets himself out of the nick, we'll also have more kit reviews.
We'll not be doing anything of the sort, unless we get ourselves out of this ruddy shed and get the blasted electrics fixed.
Oh, dearie me. I appear to have no mobile phone signal.
Nor me.
Nor me either.
Malcolm, you blithering idiot. You don't possess a mobile phone.
Davy, what a fine mess we find ourselves in. This supposedly special festive episode of PPFM is no longer broadcasting live. We are all now locked and barricaded inside my security updated, fortified shed, and on Christmas ruddy eve of all the days, and I'm left with no other option but to get rat-arsed with 3 wise men, a bloke and his dog, Felicity Fellatio, and an undernourished, flaccid donkey.
I can't see no donkey.
Trust me, the view's different from where I'm sitting.
Dougie, you've missed out one very important person. The little Lord.
Jeez, Felicity, go steady with that port and brandy.
Dougie darling, do you like the colour of my toenails? The colour's called Flaming Red Passion.
Nice. But Felicity, I hate to have to remind you, we are all locked inside this reinforced shed, that is, until someone notices that we are missing, and it may have also escaped your attention, Weather Girl, that since we arrived, It's been snowing rather heavily. If it keeps up like this, we'll be well and truly trapped, and come Easter, they'll be carrying us all out in body bags.
Does that mean we are not going down the pub tonight?
You're beginning to get the picture.
But Dougie darling, it's Christmas Eve.
Felicity, welcome to the ruddy party.
Don't worry, Felicity. Me and the sisters Goldfish will get us all out of here.
What did you say your sister has named her 3 fish?
Tom, Dick and Harry.
I don't believe it. And my name's Steve McQueen.
We might not be broadcasting, we might have lost all comms, but at least we've all got each other.
Listen here, wise guy. The prospect of me staying in my fortified shed with you lot for longer than is actually necessary is beginning to wear a little thin. Do me a favour, Davy lad, and have a quick powwow with your Tom, Dick and Harry, and the 4 of you try and work out a wee way of getting us all out of here.
We've already formulated a plan.
Terry, don't let Davy have any more of your homebrew.
Shall we all have a sing-song?
What do you propose? Abide with me.
I'm up for getting absolutely rat-arsed. What says you? Felicity!
Hick! Oops!
The terrier likes the froth off my beer.
Yeah, they reckon some animals and things enjoy a bit of alcohol.
Davy, ask your goldfish to hang around, and I'll give them a wee nip of me whiskey.
Come to think of it, I know an old bloke, a British Army veteran, who was in the parachute regiment back in the late 1960s. Him and his pals decided to borrow their para mascot, which I do believe was a Shetland pony, and they took the Shetland pony downtown into Aldershot. Yeah, they took it on the piss. All had a great time, the pony being bought numerous pints of beer. By the end of the evening, the paras and the Shetland pony were all rather worse for wear. The only way of getting the Shetland pony back to barracks was to bundle it into a taxi. The para lads and the Shetland pony arrived safely outside the barracks guardhouse, and having stumbled out, then found themselves duly arrested by the guard commander, each being placed into overnight cells, including the Shetland pony. The following morning, the commanding officer wanted to hear all about this. And so had the paras and the pony marched in together, in double quick time, to report in front of the CO. The paras were all found guilty, as was the paras' mascot, the Shetland pony. The paras received extra duties, and the Shetland pony was busted from Lance Corporal down to private.
I do like a true story.
Thank goodness the Shetland pony hadn't been drinking Terry's home brew.
That was rather funny.
Steady on, Malcolm. Don't go overdoing it.
I think that story was absolutely hilarious. I'm tickled pink.
What's the funniest story you've got to tell us, Felicity?
Well, just let me think.
This should be good.
I once knew a woman who lived near me, who was due to go for a smear test, or something or the other, at her local doctor's surgery. The GP was a man. Well, you know. Back then, there wasn't many female GPs. Sorry. Now, this woman was running late, and upon arrival at the doctor's surgery, was in desperate need of a pee. So she hurriedly went into the ladies, conscious that in a couple of minutes she was going to be examined. Down below, so to speak. Pardon me, she wanted to wipe her, you know what, with loo roll. Unfortunately, there was none left, so she reached deep into her handbag and retrieved the only piece of tissue paper that she had.
Are you making this up as you go along, Philly?
No, honestly, pardon me.
Let her get on with it. Don't let her drag it out too long as she's over her 20,000 words for the day. That's why you don't hear women pass wind. They cannot keep their mouth closed long enough to build up the sodden pressure.
Anyway, as I was saying, sorry boys, bit of a drink slur there. So she was upon the doctor's couch. The gentleman doctor examined her and pronounced that everything appeared to be in order. However, he informed the woman that in all his years as a doctor, he had never known a patient keep a second-class stamp in amongst her, jewellery. Yes, it's true. Unbeknown to the poor, suffering woman, these hiccups are really annoying me now.
Try holding your breath.
That will be the sodden day.
Now, are you going to let me finish this or what? Sorry again, as I was saying. She had unwittingly pulled out a tissue from her handbag with a second-class postage stamp attached. In the course of her toiletries, the stamp had found itself a new home.
Was that it? Well, nice one, Felicity.
When I was a teenager, Me and the lads used to sneak to a frosted window above the school gymnasium, and having managed to etch away some of the frosting so enabling a clear view, we used to spend many a happy hour watching the teenage girls trampolining.
Why does this not surprise me?
Makes one wish one was young again.
Sandwich and a pickled onion, Larry?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
I baked some lemon curd and jam tarts this morning. They're in a large Tupperware container, on that stool next to Harry.
I loves me tarts.
I know you do, you naughty boy.
Am I picking up on something here?
No, Terry. Think your dog's just farted.
Get out of it, you filthy bleeding thing, and stop licking your pencil.
Nah, that's no way to speak to Malcolm.
Davy, you've been hanging around with Dougie for too long.
I once knew a man who used to go through several pencils in a week.
Struth. He must have been hard at it.
He was a freelance journalist.
Let's hope he remembered to use rubbers.
Is there any more of that game pie?
Cuz, man, fill your boots.
I like my pork pie and game pie with English mustard, but I have to say, that chutney that Abdul made is top drawer.
I'm not prepared to repeat myself, but for the last time and for the record, that's not Abdul's chutney, it's mine.
Hick, pardon me. I always thought that Abdul was a bit of a creepy sort of fellow.
What? Creepier than Malcolm? Is that possible?
Pardon me.
My wife, having returned home, did suggest that Abdul should move in with us.
What did you say to that?
I told her that nothing is coming between me, my frying pan, and a bacon sarnie.
So where is she now?
Gone back to live with her mother in Grimsby.
Someone pass me that tray of sandwiches before Dougie eats the bleeding lot.
Davy, when you're built like a machine and you're seriously red-blooded like me, you've got to keep the furnace stoked.
Lemon curd or jam tart? Dougie, darling?
Oh, thank you, Felicity. Think I'll try one of each. They look delicious, just like you.
Think I'll try one of those. Felicity, can't have Dougie monopolising the tarts.
Who's had away with them pickled onions? And bloody hell, who's troughed the last of them pickled eggs?
Sorry, Davy, me lad. I had the last of them pickled eggs, and I had a couple of pickled onions with a few more of those extra hot Pringles. Looking on the bright side, I have not long since opened my secret stash of mini cheddars and TUC biscuits. So please, help yourself.
TUC biscuits? Core blimey governor, them's me all-time favourite.
And 'cause it's Christmas Eve, help yourself to a good measure of my Ardbeg malt whiskey.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah, Davy, fill your boots. There's some ice in the top of the PPFM beer fridge, although it's probably melted, and a nice cut crystal whiskey glass on the shelf behind my desk.
Core blimey. Merry Christmas, Dougie.
Merry Christmas, Davy. Hey, everyone, fill your glasses. This is not the annual gathering of the Temperance Society, you know?
I say we let our hair down and have a good old sing-song. I've been a wild rover for many a year.
And your missus left you for Abdul because she thought you were...
Cheers!
Cheerio! Down the hatch. Bottoms up.
Well, I say rather...
What was that noise? Sounded like thunder. Or was it the dog?
Nah, weren't me dog. Jack's now laid by my feet, fast asleep. Nah, that noise came from the direction of Dougie.
There it goes again.
Sorry, folk, think it could be me. I've got the grumbles and rumbles in my stomach.
Have you been taking sips at Malcolm's warnings?
Oh, no, not after last New Year.
You all right, me old?
I don't feel too great. Bloody hell. I'm starting with pains in my chest, and hell, strange pains in my nether regions.
Dougie here. Have a butty, me old. Hey, you've not yet opened that bottle of Puss's rum. Them old sailors swear by a tot of rum, don't you know? Says it has medicinal properties and brings them good luck.
Nah. Think I'll pass on the Puss's rum for now. I'm sure that these pains will soon pass. In fact, is there another piece of that game pie going a-beggin'? That should help soak it up.
Here you are, Dougie, and have some more of these salt and vinegar crisps.
I once knew a man who died after eating a bowl of trifle.
What did he do? Swallow the trifle bowl?
Did you know that more people are admitted to hospital with food poisoning over the Christmas period than at any other time of the year?
Bloody hell, Job's comforter. Where did you read that? In the Jehovah's Witness Monthly Magazine.
Oh, what the?
Are you okay, Dougie?
Oh, no. The ruddy pain in my chest.
You don't look too clever, mate. You got pain anywhere else?
Oh, the pains in my chest, it suddenly got a lot worse. And I've got pain in my arms and down in my lower regions. Oh,
He don't look too clever. He's got a face like a Whitechapel ghost.
Let's get him laid down and a bit more comfortable.
Heavens above! His face has turned ashen grey. Try keeping breathing normally. There's a good fellow.
Oh, Dougie, darling. Can I do anything to make you feel better?
Oh, it's all come on so suddenly. All of a sudden, I'm in so much ruddy pain.
The sweat is just pouring from him. Here, Felicity, wipe his face with this towel.
There, Dougie, darling.
That was the dog's towel.
It's okay, Dougie. We are here for you.
Yeah, hang on in there, Dougie.
The blasted pain has come on so suddenly. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Bloody hell. I can hardly breathe.
Keep breathing, Dougie. Keep breathing.
I'm in so much pain. I think I'm going to pass out.
Try to breathe normally.
I think I'm going to pass out. I'm in so much pain. I think I'm going to...
His eyes have rolled back into the back of his head.
He doesn't look too clever.
Is that you? Is that you? Who is that I can see? I think I can see 3 wise men, yes. And a bright star above a lonely shed. And a shepherd with his dog and a small donkey and the pain, oh dear God. I think I'm dying.
Hang on in there, me old mucker.
I'm holding your hand, Dougie, darling.
Keep on breathing, Dougie.
Please don't die. Please don't die. Not on hick bloody Christmas.
Must be all those pickled eggs and them extra hot Pringles.
Nah, I thinks it's Abdul's rancid chutney.
Oh dear God, this pain's excruciating. Oh, the pain in my chest, the pain inside. I think I'm about to die. Oh, I'm dying.
Try and slow your breathing down a bit, I say. Chaps, does anyone have a brown paper bag?
Will this do? It did contain my Worthy's originals.
That will do. Now, Douglas. Listen carefully. I'm going to place this paper bag over your nose and mouth, and I want you to breathe slowly in and out into this bag. That's it. Try and slow your breathing down. I know it's difficult when you're in pain, but please, Douglas, please try and concentrate. That's better. In and out. Breath in and out through this bag. Well done, darling.
Oh, I can see a huge bright star above the shed. I can see 3 wise men bearing gifts. I can see the shepherd with his dog. I can see the donkey and I can see the angel.
Stay with us, Dougie.
I think he's stopped breathing.
Come on, Dougie.
Tilt his head back a little. Open up his airway.
I think he stopped breathing.
Does anyone know CPR?
He's not breathing.
You're right, bloody hell. Dougie stopped breathing.
Someone's going to have to give him mouth to mouth.
What you all looking at me for?
No, wait a moment. He appears to be breathing again. Give him some space.
Oh!
Flippin' hell. That was a close one.
He's absolutely drenched in sweat. He's cold and clammy, and just look how his face is ashen grey.
Larry, why the hell are you telling us all what we can all bloody well see with our own blasted eyes? Do something useful for once and see if you can get a phone signal. We need to get Dougie to a hospital.
Where's that Davy?
Don't worry about me. Me and the goldfish are busy working on a way out.
I can see a huge bright star. I can see the angel. I can see...
Dougie, darling, are you okay?
I think he's stopped breathing again.
I think he's dead.
Oh, my dear God.
No, hold on a second. I do believe that he is breathing. Goodness me. Yes, I think he's beginning to come around.
You're right. Just look. It's as if a weight has suddenly been lifted off his shoulders.
It's like a miracle. A bloody miracle! The colour is returning to his cheeks, and his breathing appears to be getting back to normal.
It's a miracle.
A miracle.
Dougie, darling, Can you hear me?
Yes, I think so. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Oh, there you all are. Oh, bloody hell!
Take your time, mate.
Oh, you aren't all going to believe it, but I think...
Go on, Dougie darling.
I do believe...
Steady lad.
I do believe that I've just passed a gallstone.
A gallstone.
A gallstone?
A gallstone?
Yes, a gallstone. You know, I do think that in all probability that Dougie is most likely to be correct. Everyone, I think that we've just witnessed poor Dougie passing a gallstone.
The terrible pains suddenly all gone. Just like that. Thank God. And I had the strangest experience. I dreamt that it was Christmas Eve and I was laid out in a lonely shed surrounded by 3 wise men, a shepherd and his dog, a donkey, and an angel that had been sent down from heaven, and...
Now, Dougie. Don't overexert yourself. Harry is most probably right. Passing a gallstone is known to be excruciating, one of the most painful of experiences.
Cor blimey, everyone. I wish you could all have seen it.
Don't worry, me old China. You're gonna be all right.
I wish you could have all seen the star above this shed. The star was so big. The star was so incredibly bright.
Cor blimey, everyone. The sun's coming up. Hey, everyone. It's Christmas morning.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Felicity.
Merry Christmas, Dougie.
Merry Christmas, Malcolm. And a very Merry Christmas to all my wonderful friends.
Oi, come over here and take a look.
Bleeding hell. Someone's been busy. Look here, everyone. Davy's dug a tunnel under the shed and out into the snow. Come on, everyone. Looks like we're all getting out of here.
Merry Christmas, me old faithful Cockney.
Terry, you and Jack come with me and help me unlock the barricade from the front door and the window. Harry, you and Felicity keep an eye on the patient. There we go, me old fruit and nut. The door's now wide open and we are all free to go. How is the patient?
A bit dodgy on the old pins, but remarkably I am feeling better. Much better, thank you, Davy. And thanks to all of you for being there and for making this particular Christmas Eve and Christmas morning, well, so memorable. I really don't know what I would have done without you all. And you, Jack. Now, before you all go, and because it's a special Christmas day, and because you are my dear friends, I must just say one more thing to all of you.
Go ahead, Dougie.
A wise man once said, "Greater love hath no man than the man who stays up all night for his friends."
Oh, Dougie, I think that you deserve a big kiss. Sound of smacking lips.
Felicity, my angel.
Well, ladies and gents, I'm almost lost for words. It appears as though we've witnessed a second miracle. That is, we appear to have been broadcasting live. Throughout. After all, who'd have Adam and Eve it? Remember, listeners, some things in life are worth fighting for, and one of them's your friends and family. 'Cause when it comes to defending something that you believe in, it is better to die standing on your feet than to spend a lifetime on your knees. If you also like to embrace the true spirit of Christmas, then please like, share, and subscribe. So wherever you lay your head tonight, from all of us at PPFM, God bless ya and a Merry Christmas to every one of ya, wherever you may be.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone!